What's up, fellas? This is Jedikus here, bringing you another Blackout video. I'm excited to bring this one to you guys because we're going to talk all about how to win the end game. If you've played other Battle Royale games, then you know the end game is where all the top players are. Every once in a while, you'll get a camper hanging out around there, but for the most part, you're going to run into guys that have played more Call of Duty and are better shots than you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use positioning and equipment well in order to outplay those better players than you. Now, this first game, it's all about equipment. It's a good example of using equipment in the end game to outplay guys. So I've been watching Optic Gaming and a lot of their clips from the beta, and I mean, they're just amazing. There's a lot of reasons why they're the best in the world. But it's blown me away how they can make a snap turn, get their sights trained right on a guy's head, and put 4 shots in his head before the guy even knows what's happening. But with this game, with equipment and how powerful equipment is, you can totally outplay guys that have better shots than you by using equipment well. And I'm going to show you a few examples of it later on in this clip. All right, let's talk first, though, about the types of equipment or all the different equipment we have in the game. I'm just going to talk about beta ones right now. I don't know what's going to be released when the game comes out, but I think I've separated into like 3 tiers of how useful some of the equipment are. Some are fantastic, they're amazing, always take them. And some are just like, I'm super okay to leave this and never pick it up, ever. So the top tier, the 3 that I have in there are the cluster bomb, the sensor dart, and the 9-bang. And there's reasons for all of them. For the cluster bomb, I think it definitely has the best killing potential as far as all the grenade goes. When you just heard it on sound on the clip right now. It goes off, and then the little grenades come out, and it's so easy to get so many kills with it. But what all 3 have in common, the sensor dart, 9-bang, and cluster bomb, is they all have the best ability to identify where players are. So when I see those on the ground, I almost always take them. I love having stacks and stacks of cluster bombs and 9-bang. I take those over a lot of the perks, especially coming into the end game. But the second tier, I would say, are like the barricade, the frag grenade, and the concussion grenade. The frag grenade, concussion grenade, they're good. They're just like the little brothers of the cluster bomb and the 9-bang. They do their job, just not as good as the big boys. But I love the barricade. It's rare to find an end game situation where the barricade isn't useful, especially if you're in a place that there's not a lot of cover, like a really big open area. So I love that for that. It's pretty much like building a Fortnite 1x1, so you can actually have cover and make shots without getting your head blown off. But the low tier ones, the ones that I like almost always leave, is the razor wire, the smoke screen, the mesh mine, and Molotov. And the reason why I don't like these is because of how situational they are. Like, it's really hard to find the right circumstances where a razor wire or a mesh mine would be useful. Like right now, I'd have no use for them. But this cluster bomb and 9-bang, like you'll see right here, I get some hit markers, and so I know where the dude's at, so I know where to start looking. But those other ones, they're just so situational that it's hard to find a good place where like you can use them effectively. But okay, now I want to talk about positioning, which I feel is even more important than equipment. So in Fortnite, any situation is the same situation in the end game because it just turns into a build battle, and no end games are unique. What I love about this game is every single final circle and the last 2 circles is going to be different than every other final circle, because you can't just build your giant fortress or outbuild a guy to get positioning on him. You have to find your own positioning that works well. In the last one, I realized the only 3 places in the final circle was going to be the corn, the barns, and like the low crops that the other dude was hiding in, and well, you saw how that worked out for him. But I don't like buildings because, one, it's campy as can be, and it's no fun to play campy, and it's no fun to play against campy. Like, I just killed a dude that was trying to camp on the top of his building, and it was easy to find him. Yeah, it's really easy to like spot, oh yeah, there's one building left in the circle, and I can't find the guy anywhere else. He's probably hiding in the building. I'll just cluster bomb the heck out of him. But in this game, check out where I'm positioned. I got the circle to my back, and I've got the high ground here. Like there's no way anyone's gonna sneak up behind me. I'm checking the sides a lot. I'm peeking around to check the middle, but finding the best positioning, like looking at, all right, what's my final circle gonna be? And what are the spots gonna be at to use to get good positioning on. I keep checking the map here because I'm wanting to see how many buildings are left in the final circle. And I see there's 3 of them. And so, okay, I know there's probably people hiding in there, but there's also a lot of hills and there's a lot of trees. So what I would recommend is playing how I'm playing right here, is finding a good piece of cover, and it's less it in my defense, I don't think it's campy. I think it's playing stealthy more. And the difference between the two is campy, you're just wanting to stay alive into the last fight and you get 1 kill and you get the win. Playing stealthy though is you're actively finding guys, but you're doing it in a way that you're not exposing yourself, but you're able to hunt people down. One other thing I like about a good end game strategy is I love the suppressor. You'll see in this last clip, I get a ton of kills in this end circle, and no one has any idea where I'm at. Like they're seeing people drop like crazy on the kill feed, but no one rushes me because they don't know where I'm firing from. Like, I know I heard a lot of YouTubers complaining that the suppressor just killed your range and you want the long barrel because it boosts your range so much. I agree that range and low recoil guns are so important in this game, but I hit a couple pretty long shots here with this swordfish with the suppressor on. So I didn't notice a huge drop off. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that the suppressor is just garbage at range, but I loved it because I got a ton of kills here and no one was able to find out where I was until I get into this last fight coming up in a minute. But I want to reiterate one more time on how to use positioning well. Um, in Fortnite, it's okay if you rush to the middle of the circle and hang out there for the last 2 circles because you can always build yourself into cover. In this, you can't do that. So I like moving in with the circle so I can't get caught from behind. Like the 2 guys I just killed, both got killed from the side because they were kind of in the middle and they got flanked by me, and the other dude got flanked by the guy I'm going to this last fight with. But you actually see this last dude, he had good positioning up on his hill. He was trying to find me with cluster bombs. But now we're kind of in this open area where neither of us have cover. Like I'm lighting him up because he's trying to run into the circle without any cover. And I get a ton of shots on him here. Now I move into this meadow because I know I've got barricade ready. So he starts, he pushes me, so I drop my barricade, and I know he's got no cover, and it was an easy win for me. If you look, I think I lost like 6 health in that last fight. So using positioning, using equipment, and I cleaned the floor with the rest of everyone else on that lobby. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys can get some wins. Let me know if you can get wins with using some of the strategies I talked about in this with using positioning and equipment. I'm going to start streaming and uploading videos of Black Ops 4 the second it comes out. I'm going to be up super late playing as much as I can. I'm excited to bring it to you. I love you guys. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.